irks them, what frustrates them, the indigenous people, is that they're not being respected, they're not being placed around the table when it comes to these discussions. They're being left out. And as we know, indigenous people are the keepers of nature. Right. They know what's happening with nature, and they can provide insight on how we can solve what's happening with climate change.
Right.
Yes. And of course, these are extremely important discussions, and I would imagine that there's also a huge push for accountability from larger nations, from nations that consume the amount of resources that are leading to a lot of what is causing the effects of climate change, correct?
Yeah, that is correct, Gavin. And one of the discussions now that we're having in these discussions and negotiation is phase down compared to phase out. Now, countries like Belize, they want to see a phase out approach. Now, the big countries, all of the oil and all of the fuel, they're talking about phase down. But that doesn't work for countries like Belize. We want to see that phase out and a just transition to renewable energy. And that's one of the big discussions, as I mentioned, being had here at COP.
You know, one of the more interesting topics I think you also shared last night in our newscast is the reaction to the loss and damage funds that we do have put together so far. I believe the number looked like around $600 million, and that was being described as chump change. Can you speak a bit about the reaction there at COP to those monies?
Yeah, so everyone I spoke to, the prime ministers from the Caribbean I spoke to the technical experts in these negotiations, are saying that $725 million so far pledges to the loss and damage fund is not nearly enough. It might be a teeny wincy drop in that huge bucket.
Right.
We need trillions of dollars every single year to deal with loss and damage. And that's the reality. So, and not only that, like I've been mentioning, these are pledges. So the countries, Caribbean countries, since they want to see actionable monies, that they could mobilize that money and use it for loss and damage programs.
Wonderful. I mean, Polo, I know that you are just about halfway through COP28 there in Dubai, but I understand that there are also talkings of Belize hosting something as well very soon.
Yeah, that's correct, Sabrina. So over the weekend, it was announced that Belize will host the inaugural Sustainable Travel and Hospitality Awards under the World Travel Awards banner. Now, that's huge for Belize. That's the first ever award that Belize is hosting for the Sustainable Travel and Hospitality Awards.
Right.
First host for this awards program, and it's huge news. It was announced in Dubai. And I have an interview with CEO Nicole Solana about how important this is for Belize and how it puts Belize on the map when it comes to sustainable practice in the tourism industry.
This is the first of its kind under the World Travel Awards banner. So the importance of having the sustainable companies in tourism featured through this awards is really what the objective is. And so they were looking for a destination that is known or is exemplary in terms of sustainable tourism. And what other destination better than Belize, you know? Belize isn't known globally for that because we have been limited in our reach, right? But being involved in an awards like this will really elevate us and bring visibility on a global scale.
Well, I mean, I know that you will be continuing to provide us information as it relates to what's taking place at COP28. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention to us, to our viewers this morning, for what we can expect in our newscast tonight?
Yeah, in terms of the award announcement, just to for you to understand how significant this is for Belize, that announcement was made at the Burj Al Arab Hotel. Now, that's a 7-star hotel in Dubai at the 27th floor. Wow. That should tell you how significant that announcement was for Belize and the travel industry and the tourism industry worldwide.
So that's going to be a huge, huge event, and that's set to take place next year, correct?
That's correct, in September for World Tourism Day.
Right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to that and hearing more about it as it does develop. Hippolyta, thank you very much for joining us this morning and sharing all of these updates from Dubai. And we're definitely looking forward for more.
Thank you.
Alrighty. All right, that was our daily update from Polo there in Dubai. We are going to move now into our weather update. And I heard talkings, Gav, about a cold front just in time for the Christmas season. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that that is the case. I also hope that it does not further affect my flu. But I do know that we always look forward to cooler temperatures during the Christmas season. And we have been experiencing that much, I would say. We're not in the triple digits, at least.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. The rain is also helping with cooling down those temperatures a little bit. And I've definitely been enjoying it.
Yeah, we did have some showers over the weekend as well as yesterday, I believe. But for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. We haven't been getting too much floods.
For sure, yeah. And then as you were talking about the cooler temperatures, I'm also thinking that for some of you who are definitely doing your cooking and Christmas baking, the temperatures are good for that too.
Yes, definitely. Your house won't be too hot. Once it's cool, you're able to get that balance of temperatures. I know I'm certainly looking forward to that as well. I know during this time, it's big on getting your black cake ingredients ready.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you're really good at that, so I'm looking forward to my Christmas black cake. But for the most part, as we've been mentioning, it's been great weather, but we will be getting further updates from the National Meteorological Service, so we will be providing that now.
Good morning, Belize. A relatively moist and somewhat unstable east to northeasterly airflow prevails. The 24-hour forecast of Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with cloudy intervals, and high temperatures are expected to reach 85 along the coast to 89 inland and 75 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be cloudy at times with low temperatures of 78 along the coast, 71 inland, and 65 in the higher elevations. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will develop mainly along coastal areas this morning, then shower activity will move to inland areas by midday. Tonight and tomorrow, expect outbreaks of showers, periods of rain, and isolated thunderstorms to develop over the south and along coastal areas. The winds will blow from the east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots and the sea state will be choppy. A low tide will occur at 10:44 a.m. followed by a high at 4:44 p.m. Another low occurs at 10:58 tonight and a high at 4:27 a.m. The sun will rise at 6:09 and set at 5:17 p.m. The moon set at 12:28 this afternoon and comes up at 12:34 tomorrow morning. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for cloudy skies with some outbreaks of showers, periods of rain, and isolated thunderstorms to develop over most areas. In the sargassum forecast, the impacts, if any, from sargassum are expected to remain minimal during the next few days. And that's your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
All right, that was your weather update. And as you heard, it looks like it's going to be a wet one. But nonetheless, as we mentioned, Gav, there are cooler temperatures, so we will take that silver lining. But we're going to move now into our eye-opener this morning for your morning motivation. And our eye-opener, Gav, why don't you take it away this morning?
For sure thing, Sabrina. So our eye-opener today is taken from dailyhome.com, and it goes like this. Always know the universe works in perfect order, and you are never given more than you can handle. Sometimes we may feel like there's just too much that we need to do. Feeling overwhelmed may make it seem like the universe is picking on us, but the opposite is true. We are only given what we can handle. Difficult situations are opportunities to be our best selves, hone our skills, and rise to the occasion. The best place to start is to take a deep breath. As you do, remind yourself that the universe works in perfect order, and therefore, you can get everything done that needs to get done. As you exhale, release all the details that you have no control over. The universe, with its infinite organizing power, will orchestrate the right outcome. Anytime stress begins to creep up, remember to breathe through it with these thoughts. Keeping ourselves centered and breathing into and through life's challenges helps us learn what we are truly capable of doing. And we will find we have the ability to rise to any occasion. Remember, you aren't being picked on, and you are never alone.
I love this eye-opener. It takes me to, there's this social media, I guess you could say counselor or mental health influencer that I follow on social media. And there was this one post that he made, Gab, where he spoke about stress and how stress can make things feel like you're surrounded by a swarm of bees. But oftentimes, all you need to do is organize it, and you'll realize that it's probably like 6 bees.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, no, I definitely, I think that metaphor is really perfect, especially when we think about what the eye-opener was talking about. I do like that it suggested to do breathing, because I think that when you do that, if you just take a moment when you're especially like really stressed out, and you just try to focus on your breath and breathing and your surroundings, one, it has like such a good effect in terms of just clearing your mind for the moment and calming you down just for that 1 second. And 2, once you're in that better state, you can better organize your thoughts, just like the eye-opener suggested. And one of the other things that I really liked that it talked about was to try to let go of the things that you can't control, because that is often one of the biggest sources of stress.
For sure. And I'll take it even a step further. If you have extra time, not only take a breath, but maybe take a nap.
Right? Yeah.
That always puts things into perspective. You're able to calm down if you're feeling flustered, and you're a bit more refreshed to take on your challenges or maybe your overload that you're experiencing. But I think it really goes back to breathing, just taking a moment to breathe. And that's something that they teach us from being children. You know, if you're feeling overwhelmed, count to 10 or count to 5 and see if you'll feel a bit better after. So that's something that I certainly try to take advantage of. I try to take advantage of sleep, though, because I find myself feeling most overwhelmed when I don't get enough rest. That's when smaller tasks feel heavier than usual.
Yeah, and I think that that's also something to really take into consideration, in that your physical health definitely does impact on your mental health. So doing things like getting the right amount of sleep, eating properly, doing some physical activity like some exercise, it definitely has a direct impact on your mental well-being, because when you're physically feeling better, then of course, then mentally you're able to operate much more sharply. So, and breathing is also part of that. So I think that if anything, the eye-opener is talking about doing, you know, those fundamental things, and at the end of the day, you'll know that, just as the eye-opener said, the universe is not going to give you more than you can handle. It's just that you have to take that moment, try to figure it out, relax a little bit, and you know, things will work themselves out.
And certainly, you said exactly, I think, what this eye-opener is trying to convey. I really think a lot of times when we're under pressure, our problems feel much bigger in our minds. And I close by going back to the very point that I made, where I saw that post once, where it said sometimes when you're under stress, stress can feel like a swarm of bees, but if you take a moment to organize it, it's probably only like 6 bees. So take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, take a nap if you have extra time, and organize those bees, and you'll find out that it's probably only about 5 or 6.
And you can deal with that.
And you can deal with that. You got it. But we're going to move now into our show lineup, and we have a packed show, Gab, on this Tuesday morning. We have 4 segments, but starting things off, we will be joined by representatives from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology to talk to us about the MORE campaign.
And in our second segment this morning, we are going to be joined by Youth and Community Support Officer to discuss the youth panel discussion on gender-based violence.
In our third segment, we will be talking to Cellular World, who will be talking to us about their Cellular World's Elf and Elf or Grinch. Our prices our pinch Christmas sale. I love that.
I know, right? That's going to be a good one. And finally, we are going to wrap things up with our last conversation, and we're going to be joined by representatives from Hand in Hand Ministries, and they're going to be talking all about their 500th house anniversary.
That is huge.
Right?
500.
I know,
wow.
That is amazing.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to each and every one of these conversations, but we got to take the first break, and when we come back, it's all about the Ministry of Education's More campaign. Find out about it when we come back.
Not only do we have the most reliable ferry service between San Pedro, Keycocker, and Belize City, we also have a pretty awesome crew. Check us out at sprinter.bz.
At Beltrade, we work with entrepreneurs and pre-ventures, startups, informal and established businesses. We offer individualized and group experiences in person and online for every client, giving them the support they need to create, launch, and grow their business to reach full potential.
With the support of the United Nations Development Program, we launched our virtual knowledge center to support the digitization and integration of existing knowledge and services for job seekers in demand-driven industries, micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, investors, exporters, and potential exporters. The Virtual Knowledge Center, VKC, is an interactive platform that provides content-specific learning products designed to guide entrepreneurs and enterprises alike to use and adopt technology for their business operations based on changing consumer habits and trade modalities. The VKC provides downloadable resources developed by Beltrade, such as digital tools, templates, and tutorial videos accessible from your home or office. The platform also houses the National MSME Directory, Export Catalog, the Belize Investment Portfolio, and lists career opportunities, allowing MSMEs across Belize to enter new markets, generate new sales lead, and increase brand awareness, access learning resources and opportunities to grow their business, and pitch their business with investors looking for connections.
You also receive the full support of Beltrade's advisors, staff, and partners to guide you through each phase of your company's growth.
If you're dreaming of owning your own business or have been in business for years but need help going to the next level, we are here to help you achieve your big dreams no matter how small they start. To find out more information, visit vkc.beltrade.bz.
Gimme 5! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say, give me 5! Yeah!
And we are back. And if you're joining us right now, we are just getting our first conversation for the morning started. And as we mentioned, we are joined by representatives from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology to talk all about the MORE campaign. Joining us in our studio, we have the Chief Executive Officer from the Ministry, Diane Mejia, as well as Communications Officer, Alana Rosado. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining us. We are very excited to hear about this campaign. So let's just jump right into it and talk about what exactly is the MORE campaign.
Okay, so the MORE campaign, we call it an umbrella campaign, to be honest, because it's a campaign that really is capitalizing on existing programs within the Ministry of Education. And I think if you're going to properly understand the MORE campaign, it's important to understand where it came from. Months ago, literally months ago, like last year, months ago, Minister Fonseca had an idea and a conversation. And to be fair, I think it stemmed from his concern and his frustration with some of the things that we're dealing with in society. And he spoke to me, to us, and he said, what can we do within the education system to try to get our students and our teachers to do more for Belize? How do we get them to be more for Belize? And it was a powerful question. It was a difficult question. It wasn't a question that we could answer readily, you know. And if you think about things like littering, you know, how many do not litter campaigns have we seen in our lives, right? Yeah. Everyone knows that you shouldn't, you know, litter. You shouldn't throw things through the window of your car or the window of the bus as you're going down the highway. Yet there is always trash along the highway.
We're always talking about civic pride.
We're always talking about civic pride. So this is not in any way to diminish any campaigns that have gone before, but what we started to talk about was what's something different that we can do? How can we approach this problem from a different perspective? So that happened. And then we have a couple of our officers who participated in a COMBI training months ago. COMBI is a communication for behavior intervention and change, and I probably said it wrong, but that's the idea. And so they used what they learned to guide us also, to teach us about what are ways that we can try to do if we really want to influence change. And that was really, you know, those things coming together that led to this campaign, because we sat together and we realized that there's a lot happening in the ministry. There are a lot of programs that are running. Schools are doing a lot of things. And we wondered, what are the things that we really want to see from this? Like, what's the purpose of these programs? What do we really want the students to be? What do we want them to become? And so we ended up identifying what we consider to be the 5, we call them now the 5 pillars of the campaign. We've got be more healthy, more digital, more involved, more inclusive, and more creative and innovative. And these 5 pillars are directly related to things that are already happening within the Ministry of Education. So that's kind of where it came from to what it is. And I think Alana can explain like how the process of the campaign will work now that we officially launched last Thursday.
Yeah, so schools will submit to us. Every school can go to moecst.gov.bz/more. And there's a whole page there that explains what you can do. It explains how you can submit. The first step is always a self-assessment. So you can, just check off little boxes about what your school is already doing. And the ministry has a system that will tell you how well you're performing in these different areas. And then once you know that, you can think about what programs you're already running. You can think about what programs you'd like to run. And you can even do things that maybe we haven't listed but still fall under the 5 pillars. And you submit in about 4 different ways. You have options to submit. And then we review. And every submission is worth 5 points. So no matter what it is that you've done, you get 5 points for it. We're not being too scrutinizing and saying like, no, you didn't do it right and you're not going to get the points. We want everybody to have the opportunity to feel good about what they're doing because we know that good things are happening and people aren't being recognized for them. And it's really nice when you get that feeling back, when you get the reward and you want to do more.
Yeah. And you want to do more.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, so I have 2 things that I want to point out. The first one is CEO Diane, where you mentioned that it involves not only teachers but students as well.
That's right.
Let's speak specifically to that because I think when the MORE campaign was officially shared in our newscasts, the first thing that our viewers would have thought was, okay, this is an added workload for teachers.
No.
Let's talk about specifically that. It's not additional workload, it's contributions from not only the teachers, but students as well.
That's right. It's absolutely not an add-on because there are no mandatory statements here. The website has 8 activities listed under each of the 5 pillars. And many of them, I think schools will see, are things that are already happening in the schools. As a matter of fact, these activities were written not in isolation by people in the ministry. They were vetted, if you will, by people who are working in schools and with schools. We got feedback from them. And in a lot of cases, it was like, yeah, okay, we can do this. Or, yeah, okay, we have this. So I think what the schools will find, what the principals, the teachers, and maybe even the students will find, because the website is open. Anybody can go and look. You might see that there are things you're already doing, or maybe you've been doing, that will check a box.
Yeah.
And then the submissions can be video submissions, articles or blogs, photo collages, or proof of data.
Yeah.
Because in some cases, the activity is like, show us how your attendance has been going. Show us how your, punctuality we're looking at within the school community, right? So there's things that are already happening there. Yeah. And, if you be more, you do more, you share more, what's going to happen is you get more.
Yeah.
Because the points will lead to rewards.
Yeah.
And the rewards will vary, right? We've got school supplies. We've got, like art supplies, that sort of thing. We've got cleaning supplies. And then some of the points will lead to like mention on the social media for the ministry. I think Alana can speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I think one of the easiest prizes to attain is a shout out from the social media pages, because we don't have to send anything to a school. I would simply make it. And then you get to get more visibility for your school. It will increase your school pride. We also have a feature with
with you guys. You didn't know that, right? Channel 5 is going to be partnering with
You're
us.
telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I love the incentives that are also a part of it. And immediately, one of the things that I also thought about was how this campaign marries so nicely with this new curriculum that is being shared.
Right.
Let's talk about that as well.
As a matter of fact, the pillar that's be more creative and innovative is directly linked to the new curriculum. Each of the activities that's listed is directly related to one of the competencies that we're supporting and we're trying to get the students to achieve.
Excellent.
So if you can show how you're demonstrating one of these competencies in your school, that's the activity right there that you would submit to show. So we feel that that's a really practical, hands-on, relevant way for us to bring this to life. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the goal is for us to really, for us as a ministry, to do more to support the schools as they do more.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we want our students to be more for Belize. It sounds simple, but it's not. It's really important, and we just feel that there's already so much that's happening. We absolutely should recognize efforts that are in place.
Yes.
We should recognize those schools who are already trying. You know, as we go through the country, we engage, we visit schools, and we find, you know, all these little pockets of sunshine. We, in making the video, we have a little video that we put together. Okay, I'm saying we, but I did nothing. I know nothing about that. But the team worked on that video, and it was fun because we were able to identify a principal, we found teachers, we found students that are people that we just have met in the course of the past few months that we already know to be actively doing more.
Yeah.
You know, so we know that these people exist.
Yeah.
These activities exist. And what we want to do is just encourage.
Yeah. No, I think it's an excellent idea. And I mean, it's perfect that you have even gone the extra step to find ways to share it through mass media, through, for instance, the news, because that is one of our aims as well, to encourage others to do good and to share light on these inspiring stories, because it can inspire others to do the same. So thank you for even deciding to include Channel 5 as a part of that.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, just on the same topic, I was going to ask, sort of, if the feedback that you've gotten on the MORE campaign so far from the schools, and if you've gotten any, well, it's still early days for submissions, but the kind of projects and initiatives that you've been seeing so far over the past few months.
So the campaign literally just launched on Thursday. And as Alana mentioned, one of the first things that we ask the schools to do is a self-assessment. And that's important for us because we feel that will give us baseline data. That will tell us where the schools who submit feel they are right now. And I will tell you that we launched on Thursday at 10 a.m. By 11:30 or so, when we launched that, it's at STEAM Academy, we left there and we went to the office, and I got a little notification that Paraiso Government School was the first school to submit their self-assessment.
That's amazing.
Right away.
Immediately, wow.
Right, so that was great. I think up to yesterday morning when I checked, we have 7 schools that have already done their self-assessments. So that's the first step, because now what I expect is that they're working toward their submission. Schools can submit as many times as they want to, under any pillar they want to.
Okay.
You can submit, because we will do a monthly review of the submissions that come in. So you have a chance to gain points every month from December till June.
I love that. I really do. I think it's something that this campaign could continue throughout the year. It's not only a one-off thing. And that's the idea. You don't want it to just be a fire that burns for a short period of time. You want these schools, these institutions, teachers and students to feel inspired to continue to share the work that they're doing. Let's talk about how schools that maybe I mean, I don't know if if teachers maybe are watching at this time, but if schools are interested in submitting, how they can do so.
So at that link, moecst.gov.bz/more, there's a little button where you can submit, and you can choose which way you're going to submit. You simply just have to add your BMIS number, so that's something you have to know. So that sort of makes sure that everybody who's submitting is connected to a school, and that anyone who would like to is able to, because all schools have a BMIS number.
Yeah.
And then you just wait for your reward.
So it says that the school would have to use blogs or pictures, videos of the activities and the involvement of students, and also proof of data from assessments as well.
They have a choice.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have to do all.
My favorite one is the videos, because I feel like that's a real opportunity for students to get into it and collab. Because, you know, maybe if your teacher is a little bit older, she won't know how to, you know, make a little video. But if you're on TikTok all the time, then you know how to edit. So
And that's something we talked about, because when we were talking about the submissions, I said, video, that's hard. And she's, video, that's easy. You know, and so we agreed that we want the submissions to be able to come from any element of the school community. Right?
I agree,
we just want the evidence that you're doing more. You know, and I'm glad that you recognize that this campaign has all the potential to be sustainable. So many times our projects that happen and that have happened through the years, they're fireworks. They spark and then they fizzle and they die. And everybody says, oh, there used to be, right? What we have attempted to do in building the MORE campaign is to build something that absolutely can be sustainable. It can be continued. I mean, I already have, I know how this will evolve for next year based on the feedback that we're getting, right? I've already, we've started to talk to people who are saying, you know, how can we be engaged? Other government ministries are saying, okay, so we have this happening in our ministry. Can we support what's happening there? Which is exactly what we want, because when we're stronger together, when we're working together, we stand more of a chance of achieving this goal of building, you know, students, building strong school communities, people who are going to be prepared to do more for Belize.
And I expect that that's really part of the goal, in that the ministry, with all of the data and the information that they gather about these different programs, would be able to potentially use it to strengthen different areas, strengthen the curriculums, or get involved in more programs, you know, countrywide.
Yeah, because think about it, right? If we have the baseline data that tells us, you know, we have so many schools who feel they're stronger in, let's say, for example, under Be More Healthy, right? Maybe schools feel that they're doing more in that area. Does that mean that they're going to submit more in that area because they already are doing? Or if, let's say, for example, they feel that they really could do more in the Be More Involved pillar, which really has them engaging more with their community and doing things as a school, you know, things like school pride video. What will the data tell us? And then what will the schools tell us based on their submissions? Are we going to see clear areas where people think that they can do more or they should do more? And will they do more then? There's so many, you know, it's really rich, the possibilities that we think can come out of this.
I can tell you just from my experience of covering a school, I think it was last year. It was a primary school in Benke, I believe, that a teacher wanted to share how she got her kids to love eating vegetables. And that was a bright side, and that was stemmed from one of the curriculums, from the curriculum there. And the reason why I bring this up is because when you talk about the possibilities, someone outside of Belize, just a visitor in Belize, saw this on the news, and he was the owner of a chain salad restaurant in Texas. And he came to Belize personally to donate money to that school.
Wow.
So the possibilities are there, not only from the government, but from persons outside that see it as well and are inspired and are moved by the work that is being done. So I congratulate you guys on an excellent idea through the MORE campaign, and I can't wait to see all the wonderful stories that will come out of it as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, well, do you guys have any last words as we wrap up?
Just to point out that it's Disability Week, and our special ed unit is asking everyone to make and wear Unity bracelets.
Okay.
And these are the things that we connect to one another, right? The efforts that we make as we work together are the things that really help us to be more.
Yeah.
And so, I want to encourage, we have 377 primary schools and secondary schools across this country. The MORE campaign at this point is open to all primary and secondary schools. So I encourage them to check out the website, read, look at what's there, and by all means, be more, do more, share more, get more.
Yeah. And I'd love to share as well what's taking place too.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations, and we look forward to more through the MORE campaign.
Thank you.
Alrighty, we are going to take another break, and when we come back, the conversation switches to gender-based violence, a youth panel discussion. Don't go away.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, win a chance to spin the wheel and let luck choose your prize. Get one coupon for every purchase of $25 Belize in Uno fuels or per quart of Uno lubricants. Receive double coupons when you buy a gallon of Uno lubricants. Get into the spirit. It's Christmas time. In collaboration with Quartz. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
Gimme 5! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say, give me 5! Yeah!
What is that sound?
It's the enchanting melody of smart sleigh bells announcing the arrival of Saturday sales. Imagine this. Every Saturday in December, the magic unfolds at smart showrooms countrywide from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's the scoop. The first 20 customers get even bigger discounts like Phones for as low as $50. Selected postpaid plans get a Samsung device for as low as $99. Plus 50% off for 3 months. Make the switch and unwrap a free SIM bundle with SMS, minutes, and data. And if that's not sweet enough, every credit recharge of $50 and up automatically get tripled up. That's triple the joy. Other promotions also available every Saturday. Don't miss out on the festive fun. Be a part of the celebration every Saturday leading up to Christmas. Smart, bringing people together.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Welcome back. We are having our second conversation for the morning, and it's all about a youth panel discussion on gender-based violence. As you know, we are still in the 16 days of activism for gender-based violence. So we have with us Youth and Community Support Officer Michael Fritz. He is here representing the Belize City Council. Good morning, Mike, and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
So you're here talking to us about a youth panel discussion that is set to take place. As you know, it is high time that we are having this conversation about gender-based violence, especially during these 16 days of activism. What is taking place as it relates to the activities done over at the Belize City Council on this issue?
So we're well within the 16 days of activism. We officially began with our flag raising ceremony. If you notice, when you're approaching Belize City, we've raised our 16 flags in support of the 16 days of activism. And at the council, we've also decorated our building in symbolism, supporting those that are victims and also prompting behavioral change. At the council as well, we have been very much on the forefront in terms of education for our staff. Our youth arms, we're very youth-centric in the sense that we do have a child advisory body and a youth shadow council who are very active in terms of advocacy for multiple issues. This particular initiative is something that's coming around for its third year. So the Your Voice Matters youth panel discussion is a collaborative project that started in 2021. It was brought about because there were a lot of discussions from scholarlies, from people within the human development circuit, but there was none that targeted youths. There was no opportunity for youths to express their opinions on gender-based violence, violence against women and girls, and domestic violence, of course, and now human trafficking. So we started off in 2021, very small, with our panel discussion. Due to COVID restrictions then still, we had to do it at the council's office, and we did it live stream, and it was very much impactful. Over 2,000 interactions, people were tuned in. They were ecstatic that they were finally hearing from young people. And it was uncoached discussion. What we did, we wanted to make sure that in all that we were doing, youth voices were unencumbered. It wasn't prompted or anything of that sort. The project, from the concept to its all of its phases, is being led by young people. From year one, I have been behind, along with partners from UNFPA. We have been at the forefront of the youth panel discussion, so much so that year two, it was super easy to revisit the relationship and build upon it. And we're at year three now, and we have roped in a lot more partners. So this year we're looking at the Belize City Council in partnership with the United Nations Population Fund, UNICEF Belize, Department of Youth Services, Right International, and of course our very own child advisory body. Each year we've been adding partners, so we've been able to do a lot more. Year one, it was just a panel. Year two, we tapped into data collection, U-Report blasts, and also online surveys to hear what other young people have been thinking about these issues. And we've one up ourselves this year in the sense that as a part of the youth panel discussion project, we've trained approximately like 300 young people across the country on gender-based violence, domestic violence, and also human trafficking through partnerships with Right International in all municipalities and as well Keycocker.
You said something significant, Michael. You mentioned that in 2021, the start of this panel discussion was because youth voices were not included. Do you have any understanding of what would have been the reason why young people were not a part of this conversation?
I think it has a lot to do with our socialization. We have this tendency to think that youth or young people should be seen and not heard. We don't necessarily create platforms for them. Those of us that are younger and are more vocal, we make our own platforms. But all of us don't have that privilege. All of us aren't that trend setting. So what we did, the council being very youth-centric, and also as well the UNFPA, we created that space for them. The youth panel discussion on gender-based violence is one discussion in a series of panel discussions. And this has been the one that has materialized year in, year out. And it's something that we're building bigger, maintaining that right to have them voice their opinions.
And apart from just having young people being able to participate in discussions like this, when you talk about the expansion of the program and the data collecting, what are some of the objectives that you hope to achieve through, just talking about the subject and involving young people?
So this year's event is, again, we're building upon what we've started. So not only is it a panel discussion, but we're expanding to a roundtable for youth. So some of the same questions that we're going to be tasking the panelists with, what are some things that young people can do in their various groups to advance advocacy against gender-based violence and the different focus areas? What are some of the projects, tangible projects that your groups can do? If you're coming from a school, for example, what kind of campaign can you run in your school? So we're doing a roundtable discussion for approximately 100 youths from across the country. So not only are we training them, we're actually bringing them together to do the roundtable discussion so that we can get recommendations to submit to policymakers. So it's not just talking, we're creating an action plan, and then through funding from our partner agencies, we're looking at providing seed funding to start some of the initiatives that the young people want to do. So this year is bigger in that sense.
Excellent. I want to talk about some of the discussions that we can look forward to for this panel discussion this year. We know that it's centered around gender-based violence, the youth perspective, but what are some of the talking points that we can look forward to this year?
So a very untapped market or a very untapped sector is young men within this discussion. Each year we've been able to increase our ratio in terms of male to female. This year we have 6 panelists and half of them are men.
Wow.
Half of them are young men who are ready and able to discuss these issues because it does affect young people. This kind of goes back to what the council has been doing along with UNICEF with our Men Engage initiative. So we're tapping into young men, getting their voices out there. It's not often that you would see a very vocal young man.
Yeah.
It's not a part of how we're supposed to be operating as per society. So tapping into young men, looking at the interconnectivity between gender-based violence, domestic violence, and human trafficking, who are victims. Because we often think that only women are victims.
Yeah.
When
and we look at men as the perpetrators.
Yes. Men can also be victims. Yeah. Boys can also be victims. We're looking at what are some of the drivers for these issues, and as well what can young people do to end these issues. Because especially when it comes to relationships with young people, their dynamic or what they're seeing in the media, what they're seeing in society, it's not necessarily a healthy perception of what a relationship should be. So dispelling some of those taboos, if you want to call it that, in terms of what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, hearing from them themselves.
Yeah.
The past 2 years, the conversations have been so impactful, hearing from young people themselves. Some of them shared experiences that they might have been going through, or their friends, their families have been going through, and how it affected them. So all the young people are able to relate to see, okay, it's not something that just only happens to one particular set of people. It can happen to me, it can happen to you, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah. You know, a big part of the 16 days of activism and just advocating for persons that go through domestic violence is to remove that stigma that is associated with speaking out. Whether you're speaking out immediately after that domestic dispute took place, or you're speaking out many, many years later. Is that a conversation that we are also looking at? Not the time frame of speaking out, but simply speaking out.
Re-victimization is simply not something that we can stand for.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own coping mechanisms and their processes. Some of us are more vocal and are able to speak out much sooner. But because of a lot of situations, some might feel the need to hold that in for a while so that they can process and try to move on. So part of it as well is talking about, if you're a victim, where can you get help? Highlighting some of the resource mechanisms in country for those that are victims, those who are perpetrators and want to change, highlighting some of the initiatives or groups or organizations that can help both victims and people that might feel that, okay, I'm doing something that I know I should not be doing. How can I change? If I have a microaggression problem, if I have a substance abuse problem that might escalate into a domestic violence issue or a gender-based violence issue. Yeah. So we're also highlighting that as well.
Yeah. And I'm, that is such a worthy initiative, and I think that many of our viewers by now are asking how they'll be able to view or take part in some of this discussion. So can you give us some of the details about the youth panel discussion, when it will be, and how people can view if they're interested? So
our third annual youth panel discussion is this Thursday at 9 a.m. So we're doing a hybrid session whereby we're inviting 75 to 100 young people from across the country. Those who are not able to make it in person, it will be live streamed from the Belize City Council's Facebook page and also all of our partners' Facebook page. So it's an opportunity for you to tune in. Questions will be addressed from the comment section. It's something that we've done. The data that we've been collecting through U-Report and Google Forms is going to be incorporated into the discussion. We've been fortunate enough to share a lot of the surveys, and we're getting a lot of responses, so we're incorporating that. But definitely tuning into the Belize City Council's Facebook page, UNICEF, all of our partners, to be a part of the discussion, even if you're not able to do so physically. Yeah. Being a part of it. We've been encouraging schools to host watching parties. It's something that's necessary to talk about these issues and to engage more young people. So we've been reaching out to all schools across the country, tertiary, secondary, trying to get them to host watch parties. We've been sending invitations out, reminders out to, hey, let's tune in to the third annual youth panel discussion with panelists that are from across the country, I should say. Year 1 and year 2, we've been Belize City-centric, but we've expanded. We do have panelists coming from the south and also from the north.
Excellent. What's the message from the Belize City Council as we recognize this year's 16 Days of Activism Against Domestic Violence?
For us at the Belize City Council, we've assembled our Sea of Orange, if you want to call it that, in the sense that we do have zero tolerance. Our programs are working with staff. We've instilled this. We are supporting our youths in terms of vocalizing and making sure that their voices are heard. We're making sure that we create avenues through our Youth Shadow Council, through our Child Advisory Body, through initiatives like this for young people to be heard. We're also supporting agencies such as the Women's Commission, UNFPA, that are championing these causes. So for us, we are ready, we've been ready, and we'll continue to support causes like these.
Excellent. Michael, thank you so much for joining us. As always, continue to do a wonderful job at the Belize City Council. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Alrighty, we are going to take another break, and when we come back, the conversation is all about the Cellular World, Christmas promos, and much more. Stay with us.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
Gimme 5! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say, give me 5! Yeah!
And we are back. And if you're joining us now, we're getting our third conversation for the morning started. And we are now joined by representatives from Cellular World, and they're talking to us all about their Christmas promos. Joining us in our studio, we have Carlos Perez, who is the marketing supervisor from Cellular World, and we are also joined by Crystal Young, who is a sales associate. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Now, Elf or Grinch, our prices are pinched. That is the tagline for the promotion this year. Can you tell us all about what Cellular World has going on for this holiday season?
That's right. So the theme Elf or Grinch, so whether you decide to be an elf or a Grinch for the Christmas season, our prices are a pinch as always. We're trying to cater for the lowest prices on all the technological devices. Cellular World, as everybody knows, is the only electronic store that provides a wide variety of different electronic products, whether it be from accessories all the way to bigger items that are for business use, like business solution products. We have cases, tempered glasses, data cables, SD cards, we have phones, we have tablets, laptops, desktop computers, chairs, filing cabinets. So basically everything whenever it comes to technology and business solution products, we have it. If we don't have it, like we always say, we get it for you, bring it into the country. We are able to source that in a timely manner at the most affordable cost.
Yeah.
So and this year our promotion is based on providing the lowest prices. This Christmas sale is going rock bottom with the prices. It's the lowest it has been for the entire year of 2023. We are seeing Samsung devices for as low as $255. We're seeing the basic phones for as low as $49. We're seeing TVs basically for the price of a phone, the 32-inch starting at $349.
Wow.
Then we have the tablets, 4G LTE tablets for as low as $149. We have the buds, the earbuds for as low as $39. We have SD cards for as low as $12. And the list just keeps going on. Smartwatches, Fire Sticks, speakers, headphones, basically everything.
Yeah.
Whether you want it for a gift, for yourself, for whatever use, we have it available.
Has the Christmas rush already started?
Not as yet, but we are seeing a few people coming in, so it's starting slowly, but it's definitely getting there.
And around this time, what do you find people looking for the most?
Well, mostly it would be, right now, people are just checking for cell phones. People are taking advantage mostly, I would say, for themselves, because most of them would buy, a cell phone, they want to upgrade.
Yeah.
They saw the ad, they come asking. But a lot of people are also asking already for the prices for the tablets. They want to see the headphones, they want to see the earbuds, they want to see the speakers. So people are actually, looking out, doing window shopping, like we say, trying to prepare so when the time comes closer. Usually would be by the ending of this week and next week that we expect the rush to start. Usually around the 10th, the 11th is when the rush starts for the Christmas shopping. People start, buying gifts for all the kids, gifts for their significant other, for their mom, for their dad. Basically, right now, we have a few people coming in, but I would say they're mostly buying for themselves right now. A few are buying for gift options, but then by the ending of this week to next week, we expect that the rush to, start with people buying gifts for actual, as part of Christmas and, the celebration.
Well, I mean, with those prices, I'd certainly start buying my own Christmas gift for myself. But I want to talk about some of the items that you have here displayed on the table. I know that these are some of the products that are currently giving great deals at. Let's talk about them.
Well, first off, we can mention here the Samsung.
Okay.
Whenever it comes to Samsung, Cellular World is the authorized Samsung distributor here in the country of Belize. This is the A04E phone, which is starting for only $255, as we mentioned.
Oh, wow.
Any Samsung phone, any Samsung tablet, any Samsung Galaxy Buds or Samsung Galaxy Watch have a 1-year warranty included once you buy it from Cellular World or any authorized reseller in the country of Belize. You must look out, of course, that the device has the Cellular World seal, which is a seal that has the local warranty and the Cellular World authorized distributor logo over it. Other things that you can look at would be like the code that the device has. It should have an M code to ensure it's activated to be used here in the country of Belize so that you get the best experience, specifically with your LTE data and connection through calls or texting. Other options that we have, let's say if you're looking for buds, we have the $39 Uno Techno buds. Then we also have the Galaxy buds, as low as $175. We have the earpods as well. And then we also have a wide variety of headphones as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, wow.
That's
So
a great gift idea.
This one comes with different, the little plugs for the buds, and you can see the charging case and the two.
That's a wonderful
buds
gift
here.
idea. I could see, and that's so easy to wrap.
That's right. And it's for only $39. So we
Excellent.
have two designs of this. We have this one, which is actually like the smaller buds, and then we have the other ones that has like the little longer part at the bottom.
So if you're looking for KK ideas, maybe under 50 bucks, that's a good option right there.
That's correct. Then we also have our Alcatel tablet.
Okay.
Would you like to?
This is our Alcatel tablet. It has 16 gigs in storage. This one also uses a SIM card, so maybe if you're traveling and you want maybe your kids to watch something, you could put in a SIM card, buy data, and this will keep them distracted the whole trip going.
Yeah.
So this would be also a very good gift idea, also for $149.
That's wonderful. That's a great price.
And I'm seeing that we've also got a Fire Stick here.
That's right.
Yes.
And the Fire Sticks are going for starting at only $79. That is a smartwatch. That's for $115, but we also have smartwatches starting as low as $79 as well. And whenever it comes to key select, we have a wide variety. We have like the K11, K11 Pro, the LoRa, we have the KS Mini, you know, different types of smartwatches. We have for $79, we have for $99, we have for $115.
And this smartwatch can pair with both Apple and Android devices.
That's correct. That's
Okay.
correct. And then the good part with the Key Select smartwatches is that they are considered calling watches.
Okay.
It has a microphone. It has a speaker. Actually, this one that I'm wearing here.
So you can
is
answer your phone calls on
That's
your
right.
watch.
You can actually
Nice.
dial calls through your watch as well to somebody else, because this, once you have it connected to your phone paired through Bluetooth, you get the features for calling, dialing calls, and also receiving calls. And it actually sounds good. It doesn't sound static. It doesn't give you any issues. It sounds very clear, just as if you're on the phone.
Is it waterproof?
Yes, that's right.
What? This is amazing, man.
That's right.
I mean, this is an awesome gift. I could see someone getting this, like a dad or a brother. Even myself, I'd love something like this. You could use this to work out because it's water resistant. You can
That's
also not worry about sweat.
It has over 70 sport modes as well. Actually, you can monitor your heart rate. You can also check how many steps you made for the day, if you're running, how many kilometers you have run. You know, it has different features to that, and then also it allows you to control the music playing through your phone once it's connected. It has a lot of different cool features, so you can also see your notifications. When you get a notification on your phone, it will come out on the watch as well. You can actually check the preview of that notification, and you know, you if it's urgent, then you can just check it on your phone or something.
This is an excellent gift idea for a guy. Guys, if you're looking at home, maybe we have a mom, a girlfriend, a wife looking forward to gifting her husband or partner with something. Here's a gift idea.
That's right. And we have the female version as well for the
perfect.
T-Select smartwatches.
I'll
So
get
we
one
have
in
for both.
pink.
Yes,
But what are some of the other devices that you have here with us?
Well, right here we have the ZTE flip phone.
Okay.
This is a new model that we have brought in going for only $120. It has
Okay.
an 8 gigabyte internal storage. It's one of those designs like the older phones where you just open it and has the physical keypads for you to dial and things.
And you know what? A lot of people, there are persons that actually prefer their flip phones still.
Right.
I mean, we just watched Gav, I believe it's Samsung. They went back to flip phones, kind of like, right?
That's right.
I don't know, man.
Actually, Samsung has the fold and the flip, which is based on mostly that concept, just folding it and opening.
I swear, the way technology and life works, we're going right back in a cycle.
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah.
More modern, but we're going back.
Yeah. So what else you got for us?
This one is the Nokia 110.
Okay.
This one, as well as a basic phone for calling and texting only.
Right.
This one is going for only $49. So if you're not into the modern technology, if you don't want anything fancy, you just want something to stay connected.
And don't let it fool you. Those phones last forever. It reminds me of the first Nokia phones that you throw on the ground and they're still good to go.
No, yeah, and still till today. They're still
Today, exactly.
Yeah.
What else you have there?
Yeah, we've got a looks like a JBL speaker here.
Okay,
That's
nice.
a Go 3 speaker going for only $89.
Nice.
With JBL, we have a lineup of different devices. We have the kids headphone, which is going for only $79. We have the male and the female version. We have the adults headphone, which is going for only $89 as well. We have the Go 3, which is going for $89. Then we have the Flip 6, the Charge 4, the Charge 5, and we have we have the JBL Vibes 100 buds as well for only $109.
That's amazing.
So we have a whole lineup. JBL is one of the preferred brands here in Belize whenever it comes to earbuds, to headphones, to speakers, especially because of the quality of the sound that you get with those devices.
Yeah.
We have other brands headphones like the X-Tech. We have the headphones as low as $25 as well if you're looking for a different brand. We have two types of Fire Stick as well. We have the Lite, which is that one, and then we have the Fire Stick 4K Max as well, which is the newest one. So whether you're looking for a version that's older or the newer version, we have it available. With phones, we have a wide lineup of different phone brands as well. In the budget range, we have the Nokia, we have the ZTE, we have the Alcatel. The Android phones, the starter phone Android, which starts at only $109.
Yeah.
That's an entry-level Android phone that we have.
Yeah.
Then we have the Redmi A2, which is the lowest price Redmi phone that we have for only $195. It has a 64 gigabyte storage, and Redmi devices are considered like gaming phones because of the features, because of the processor. Even over other brands, Redmi would be preferred for gaming, especially if you're getting like a Redmi Note 12 Pro, which we do have available. Those would be like high-end Redmi devices for gaming, for pictures, for browsing and streaming on the web and different uses.
I love all the deals that you've been sharing with us. I know we definitely have some viewers that are probably writing down their lists of different items that they can purchase this Christmas. And we've really outlined all of the deals that you can get as it relates to rock bottom prices. But I know that there are some customers that are looking for some more high-end products, maybe like the Apple products. Do you also have that available for us?
Yes. Whenever it comes to cell phones, the high-end devices, with Samsung would be the S series. With Apple, we would have from the Apple SE3, the Apple XS, the XS Max, the 11, the iPhone 13, we have the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and then we also have the latest one, which is the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which we would have two storage sizes with the 15 Pro Max, which would be 256 gigabytes and 512 gigabytes.
Yeah, I see we also have some AirPods there as well.
That's right.
I see it's the third generation, going as low as $500 and
$19.
$19.
We
There you
have the AirPods charging case, which is going for $389, which would be the cheapest one that we have in the lineup of the AirPods for Apple. So whenever it comes to Apple, we have as well our lineup, which would be with the Apple iPhones, like I mentioned. We have the AirPods, we have MacBooks. So you have different choice of products if you're looking for a MacBook and not an iPhone, if you're looking for the iPhone or just the AirPod. We have that, and then we also have the accessories for iPhone as well. We have cases for phones, we have tempered glass for phones, we have the chargers, the adapters, different other connectors as well for Samsung devices. I mean Apple devices.
What's your advice to persons that may have been inspired by getting some of these products, but they want to beat the rush? When is the perfect time to shop and get your devices early?
Well, the perfect time is now. They can start shopping. It's better to start early. You have more time. You have the wider selection. Usually closer to Christmas, when the big rush comes, there is, you don't get to look at devices that careful as you would because, everybody's rushing, everybody's buying. We're dealing with one customer. Everybody's busy at that moment. So it's better to start early. It's better to start now. You can take advantage of the savings and, just have more time to select what you're looking for carefully.
Alrighty.
And how long will people be able to take advantage of some of these deals?
This promotion is lasting until the 31st of December, so even after Christmas, you still have the opportunity to get these promotional prices.
Excellent. Well, guys, what's your Christmas message to the viewers at home or wherever they are?
Deal shopping just got started at Cellular World, so ensure that you come shop, get your gifts, get prepared, share joy, spread love, and just have a Merry Christmas when you shop with us.
Alrighty, so we are going to take another break, and when we come back, the segment is with Hand in Hand Ministries and their 500th house anniversary. Don't go away.
With the steady increase in prices, it's hard to hold on to your hard-earned cash. Well, here at Benny's, prices are steadily falling, making it easier to stretch your dollars. Prices are slashed on electrical products, LED lights, plywood, metal and fiberglass pressure tanks, flash bands, and wheelbarrows. Yes, we have the cheapest in town. And with X massive season going on right now, get store-wide discounts on select products from now through December 31st. Visit a Benny's store near you today, where the prices just keep on falling. Benny's, quality and savings.
Gimme 5! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2 night stay at Naya Resort, 2 night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello, say, give me 5! Yeah!
Yes, I give her 50 times ending, now me have to pay.
Where you going, bruh? The who they stress you out again, Namule?
Boy, I don't believe I the fool again.
Again?
But I mess up this time for real, for real. You don't really want to know?
Yes. I want here.
Can't make it a big deal.
We know what that.
I know how you going now.
Oh, man.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Take my plan, and I give her. I take my plan, and put it in a name.
In a name?
Wait, so tell me something. You still pay for this plan?
Yeah. But hear this. This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize. This plan, I can't left this plan, yeah. This plan, I can't left this plan. Postpaid plan. This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize, it's unlimited data. Smart Choice plan can light up your day. Postpaid with eSIM, make everything better. Just visit Smart Showrooms today. Boom! I can't left this plan. 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 Affordable for everyone. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong. You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that Smart got you back. My bad. Wrong commercial. She could left me for another man. The truth, once I have my plan, once I have my Smart Plus plan, I no worry cause the data strong. I know when the bleed, cause that's all I need. And you could tell me where you are, but I never left this plan. Smart have the best services. We post your plan have everything, so you could talk and text unlimited. Come set up your group, we got share plan 1 and 2. Up to 10 friends can connect anywhere. Boom! I can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong. Don't dig it down, don't dig it down, don't dig it down. Smart Belize. Don't dig it down, 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 don't dig it. Smart, bringing people together.
Good morning and welcome back. We are having our final segment for the morning, and really it's a celebration. We are here with our friends from Hand in Hand Ministries talking about their 500th, that's 100th house anniversary. We have here with us Marla Katili, and she is the CEO of the Hand in Hand Ministries in Louisville. We also have with us Maggie Vargas. She is the development director here in Belize, and also Delita Sabal in the middle, who is the BFC leadership team member and also homeowner. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Welcome and huge congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having
500
us.
houses later.
Yes. 500 houses later and 21 years ago, during the course of 21 years.
Wow.
We've been doing work here in Belize, and as a result of the work that we do, the Building for Change leadership team was born, and she's part of that.
Yes.
Some of the same people that we built for came together and they said, we're going to help somebody else in the same manner that we assisted them.
That's amazing. And perhaps that's where we can start a little bit, just for the benefit of some of our viewers. We can talk just a little bit about who Hand in Hand Ministries is and what work that they do.
Well, Hand in Hand Ministries is an organization that works in 3 countries, in the state of Kentucky, Nicaragua, and Belize. And Belize is our biggest program, and it was our first program. And we started with one house 21 years ago and said, well, we may not be able to change the world, but we can change one life at a time.
Yeah.
And so we built one house, and here it is 21 years later. We have now built 500 houses, and they're built in part by groups that come over from the United States and build a house. They donate the money, they donate their time, they come and they stay here in Belize and build a house. But then we've also had several built by the Belize community, by Belize companies. And then these crazy ladies have raised money to build 3 houses, taking their own money to make baked goods, turkey dinners, and selling them to the community to help raise the money for the 500th house. So this is not a house funded by the U.S., not a house funded by a Belize company, but by an incredible group of ladies who raised the money to make sure that one of their own gets a house by their hard work and dedication.
And coincidentally, this week we have 16 people from the U.S. that came down. We have representation we have board members, we have staff that came down, and we have also supporters from Louisville that came, and they wanted to be present for this celebration. 500 homes is something big to celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, and then as a result of that, you know, these ladies, they're on their 3rd rung. This 500 house is their 3rd rung. When they first started, they said, I'm not sure if we can make it, but I'll let Delita tell you more about their, you know, path on where they are now as the Building for Change leadership team.
Let's get your take, Delita.
Well, happy to see 500 house built by us. We started by selling our goods. We use a portion of our cash, personal cash, shared with each other, buy stuff, and we bake pastries. Each one of us have our own talent, cook our foods and stuff to fundraise, to build a house to give another family as our gratitude for having our own home. And it feels overwhelmed to own a home. Throughout the past days, I'm working on the home and I feel like it's my own. But it feels so great to give somebody for a Christmas gift, a well-deserved family, a home for Christmas.
You know, when we think of homes, it's funny because it should be a basic need, a shelter over your own head, but something that you can call your own. And a lot of people go through this life and they're not able to say that they had a home that they can call their own. Let's talk about the reaction that you guys get year in, year out for the past 21 years when you deliver these homes to these families.
Well, I must tell you, every home is unique. We can never say that all the homes are the same. They are not. Because each family comes with their own dynamics, their own challenges, you know, and every single family that we have built for are very, very much thankful and appreciative of the help that has been given to them. And it's because of that help that they receive through our programs is why this leadership team came about. Because these ladies felt that, you know, somebody help us, we can do something for somebody else. You know, and they all started in 2015. That's when they all started to raise the monies. It takes them about 4 years for them to raise the money that they would need for a house. And they did it the first time, and they realized they could, so they decided to do round 2. They did round 2, so they said, we're going for another round. And then coincidentally this year, our 500 house, they are the ones that build.
Wow.
They not only raised the funds, they came to the site. They were the ones that helped build the house, along with the family that is getting the home. You know, it's that is what keeps our organization going as well, because when you see these families are thankful and they are willing and able to come on the site and actually do the work, then how can we not support that?
Yeah.
We have to support that.
Yeah.
And you know, what does reaching the number 500 mean to you? I mean, when you think back starting 21 years ago, when you started with number 1, what does it feel like to reach this number today?
it's magical. I mean, 500 houses. You know, that's not just 500 houses. That's people.
Yeah.
That's families living in those 500 houses who have owned something they maybe never thought they would own. Some of these gals came and spoke with our group last night and just talked about how hard it was to even ask for a house and how much growth was necessary to set their pride aside and say, hey, I need some help, and to get that help. And so to know that we've done that for 500 families is amazing. And what it tells me too is don't ever give up on any dream.
Yeah.
Because you can start with one and you just don't know how far you're going to get. And then when something seems too big, too far beyond what you can do, you just take one step at a time, one day at a time, one family at a time. And so, to get to a milestone like 500, I remember I built a 200th house and I thought, oh wow, 200 houses, this is crazy. And then 400 houses, and now 500 houses, and in probably 12 years, we'll be sitting here saying 1,000 houses.
Yeah.
How do you do 1,000 houses? And you got to keep after it, and it takes a team of people and commitment and amazing women like this who inspire others with what they do. And the thankfulness that they have for the opportunity that they're given with the house, and the way that they grab that opportunity and run with it, and that's if that wasn't happening, I don't know that we would be at 500. But it's the strength of the people that get the homes and do more with their life because of the house that drives the desire to do more.
And in addition to those 500 homes, you're looking at 500 homes, 500 families, average of maybe 4-5 people in the family. In addition to that, the people that they impact around them. So we can safely say in that program, we have affected at least about maybe 10,000 people, because it's not only them that we affect. We affect people, their community, because it gives them a sense of responsibility, and they go back into their own communities and they help their communities with what they can. They were empowered, and then in turn they want to ensure that other people around them are empowered. That Building for Change program, we not only provide them with a home, we provide them also with education sessions on Saturdays. So we're not just giving them a home, and we also follow them for the next 10 years. Whenever a homeowner gets a home from us, it's not just a home. We follow them and ensure that their situation changes for the better.
Just like Delita's situation.
Exactly. And now, because Delita was empowered by her home, she, along with another group of women, it's about 10 of you all, right? 11. And that come together and they decide, oh, we got the help, we need to help somebody else. And that's what we had envisioned for that program. We're going to help you, you're going to help yourself, and you're going to help your community, and you're going to help others. And I think that program is doing that.
I want to tap into exactly that. Delita, talk to us about when you got your home and how that transitioned into you wanting to help others also get a home.
Overwhelmed. So proud, happy. I decide I want somebody to feel the same way as I am. And that empowered me to give all I got. My love, whatever I had, I give it up.
When did you get your home?
2011.
2011. Wow, that's over a decade ago.
157.
Yes. And talk to us about the fundraising that's involved in preparing for someone else to get their new home. What would be maybe the target that you are raising to get?
How much?
The cost is an average about 22,000.
Okay.
This 500 house, every 100 house, we try to do something special, and this one comes with bells and whistles. What we would call bells and whistles. It's not the regular houses that we build. This one will come with an additional porch. We don't normally do that for the homes, but this one, it's a big deal for us, and we cannot say how much happy we are to be able to reach this milestone.
Wow.
So this family is gonna get a good, they're all good homes, but they're gonna get an upgraded home.
Marla, you were talking about the fact that Belize has been the country that has been performing wonderfully through Hand in Hand Ministries.
Yes.
I wanna take things back a bit and ask, why did you guys choose Belize?
I always say God chose Belize. You know, we're an organization that likes to connect people, and when Hand in Hand founder was looking for a place to start, there was a young Jesuit volunteer, a young man named Mark Tessing, who had lived in Belize for 2 years as a JV, and he knew Sister Brenda Gonzalez, who is with the Sisters of Charity in Nazareth, which is just down the road from Louisville, Kentucky. And our director said, where should we go? What should we do? She says, I got this great guy in Belize. His name is Mark Tessing. He's got a heart for people. He loves Belize. And we just connected with Mark and said, okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's see if it'll work. Belize appeals to a lot of our donors and volunteers who want to come because you speak English, and it's far enough away to feel like, you know, a very different country, but also not so foreign that you're not sure how to communicate with people. And so that was, you know, everybody wants to go to Belize, you know, beautiful palm trees and the Caribbean Sea, and so it was an easy place to bring people. And I mean, many just keep coming and coming and coming because they love it. I think one of the groups that's here now, they've been coming like 10 years in a row. They build a house every year. So, and it's a stable country, stable government, stable. The dollar is matched to our dollar, and so there's a lot of comfort in Belize because of the language and the people, and people are wonderful, and so it just. Yeah, it was a gift from heaven that we decided to connect with in Belize.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful place.
And now we're 500 houses later.
Yes.
So as we wrap up this segment, when can we see the official?
Well, the official handing over of the keys is going to happen on Wednesday at 3 p.m. And we're in the Jane Usher Boulevard area. That's where the home is built. And we're hoping to see you all out there.
You'll see us.
Whatever media. It's a big thing for us. And you know, I'd like to finally say thanks to our local supporters, thanks to our supporters abroad. I mean, without the support, we are unable to do what we are doing currently. And hopefully with their continued support, we are going to make another 500.
Yeah.
And if people want to get involved or support,
they can contact us at our office. The number is 610-6677, or they can call me 610-2602. We are always looking for support. We are always looking for more companies to join us and help us build a home for somebody in need, like Delita. So we are always there.
You know, as we wrap up this segment, I can't help but think this is the perfect Christmas present.
That's right.
The gift of a home.
Yes.
And the gift of giving a home as well.
It's going to be the gift of a house and for the family to make it a home.
Yes. Excellent. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And also a wonderful, a huge, a tremendous congratulations for the work that you've been doing for the past 21 years and for continuing to change the lives of so many families here in Belize. 500 houses later. We can't wait to have you guys on the show 10 years from now and say we're at 1,000.
No, that 10 years is too long.
Definitely. Well, ladies, thanks again so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We are going to wrap up the show now right here on set. And we want to say thank you to our viewers and also our guests that joined us here this morning. We had 4 great conversations.
Yes,
Gav,
we did.
of course, we started things off with representatives from the Ministry of Education and talking to us about the More campaign. We also had our friends from the, we also had Michael Fritz from the Belize City Council, and he was talking to us about the youth panel discussion on gender-based violence that is taking place. And just before this segment was
we had our friends from Cellular World talking to us all about the deals that they've got going on for the holiday season, and those deals extend all the way to the end of the year, December 31st. So if you're interested in an electronic device, head down to Cellular World and take advantage of some of those low prices.
I love their tagline, Elf or Grinch, we got prices that are a pinch. Love it.
Yeah, I know, right?
And lastly, a huge congratulations to Hand in Hand Ministries for gifting their 500th house. That's 500 homes, 500 families that lives are changed here in Belize. We can't wait to see what they continue to do many years from now. But again, it's just about the end of the show, Gav. We want to say thank you so much for joining us, for our viewers, for sticking with us this Tuesday morning. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com. But we have a birthday shout out as well, Gav.
Okay,
we want to say a very special happy birthday to Haziel Alanis, our superstar.
Yes,
he is our KTV winner. And he also joined us here on set last night, gracing the stage for Gimme 5 Night 1. So we want to say a special happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
From his friends, family, his fans, as well as his now Channel 5 family as well. Happy birthday to you, Haziel. And also, if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, you can also send us an email. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as
Instagram. You can follow us at OIE Belize.
And before we even continue to get into the wrap up, remember to tune in tonight for night 2 of Gimme 5. The fun continues, the prizes continues, and also remember, if you have not purchased your coupons as yet, you can still do so. They are only 25 cents.
Yeah,
thanks.
And the prizes that you can get, just incredible. So please, if you haven't done that and you want to, you still got your chance.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us, and please join us again tomorrow as you open your eyes.
Start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your heart open.
Have a great Tuesday.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.